What's up, guys? Michael Gibson here, Ion Prime Entertainment. How you doing? Well, today I wanted to do a quick pickups video, and just showing off just some of the stuff that I have picked up to add to my collection for my original Nintendo, and also for my PlayStation 1, 2, 3, and 4 that I still have. So I thought some of these were kind of cool, and maybe making some second guesses, I guess, on one part of this, but we'll get to that in just a minute. But these are from websites that I've ordered from, also some local shopping that I've done here in the area. So just wanted to show these off for you. First of all is I picked up an instruction booklet, which I have a few instruction booklets that I picked up in the past for some of my other Nintendo games, Super Mario Bros. 3, Super Mario Bros. 2, Mario Brothers and Duck Hunt, Tetris, I believe I have the Batman. There's a couple others that I have, but this one I found pretty cheap, and it was on LukeyGames.com. It is for Tetris 2 that I have, which I've only played a little bit of Tetris 2, but it definitely is different from the original Tetris that we remember on the NES. But still pretty cool to be able to find the instruction booklets, and still in pretty decent shape as well. A little bit creasing on the back here, but I'm sure that's probably from you know, whoever had this beforehand. But yeah, it's still pretty neat to be able to open up an actual instruction booklet like we used to have and be able to include this with the game. So pretty cool. These next two pickups are for my NES, and I found this at a local shop here in town, Game Exchange, and they had both of these, and I had to pick them up both at great prices. I believe one of these was $30 and the other was $35, I believe, for these. So I would say not too bad of a price for either of these. But first one, Contra, the very first Contra. Now I've been looking for an original copy of Contra for a while, and I've seen several of these online for upwards of $40, $45, even $50 on some places. Next thing, to kind of add to one of my favorite franchises that is on the NES, is the original Castlevania. Again, I found this one at our local Game Exchange, which is pretty cool. So now I have Castlevania, Castlevania 2, and currently looking for a copy of a Castlevania 3, Dracula's Curse. I remember I did have this game at one time, so I'm not sure what I did with it or where it disappeared to, but definitely looking for that. I believe LukeyGames.com, I believe they have a copy that is about $34, I believe. So I'm gonna keep kind of searching around, but hopefully be able to find a copy of a Castlevania 3 to complete that trilogy for the NES. So next up in my pickup video is, for some reason, I got this wild hair that I want to start getting the launch titles for the PlayStation 1, 2, 3, and eventually 4. Right now, concentrating on PlayStation 1, 2, and 3. I was warned about the PlayStation 1, about some of the long boxes and how those can be a bit fragile, to say the least. So I picked up this very first one. It was just a few bucks. It wasn't much at all. So I think this is a good one to start out with, but I definitely can see how these long boxes are pretty fragile, as this one, you know, came in. Yeah, maybe I can find some replacement cases online. I don't know. I'll have to take a look and see if I can do that. But I picked up, I believe it's a Kilik, the DNA Imperative long box. This is on LukeyGames.com. I believe this was only like $6 or $7. So I mean, it's not like, you know, a lot of money out of my pocket for it, but it is complete. But this part's broken. So I think this is the part that they were talking about would be the fragile part. So maybe I'll rethink trying to get the launch games for the PlayStation 1 just because of this long box and the situation it is. But it does have the manual, which is pretty cool. Obviously, I can tell this was somebody's game at some point, because part of the back page has been ripped out to where they would you know, write down, you know, the little notes and stuff. So the little back page, very back page, is ripped out of the instruction book, but the rest of it's there, which is cool. And of course the disc inside. But again, yeah, I'll probably rethink that whole trying to get the launch games for the PS1 just based on this whole long box and how fragile it is. I have seen a couple of other long boxes, Game Exchange here in town, and then Entertainmart here in town. I've seen a couple of their long boxes that they have some of those launch games, and those are in pretty rough shape as well. So Yeah, I'll probably end up rethinking that, or just maybe see if somewhere online I can find some replacement cases that I can just do these with. But I don't know. We'll see how that turns out. So next up, we'll get to the PlayStation 2. We'll start out with the non-launch games that I got for the PlayStation 2. First of all is the Capcom Collections, the first one. I actually have the second one as well, but I was definitely looking for the first one because this had a ton of the arcade games that I loved when I was growing up. I mean, Street Fighter 2, Bionic Commando. Let's see, it's got Ghosts and Goblins and Ghouls and Ghosts. I liked playing those games, but good grief, I can never get past like the first or second level on those games, so hard. Commando is on here though, Gunsmoke, always one of my favorite arcade games, and Final Fight among many others that are on here. And I'm a huge fan of Final Fantasy series, so whether it was on Nintendo, on Super Nintendo, whether it was on PlayStation, and on up to where it is now. But have a collector's edition of Final Fantasy 12. Again, found this at my local Entertain Mart. It's only 20 bucks. I was like, you know, why not? It's a steelbook edition, which is pretty cool. Comes with the manual, of course, the game disc, and then there's a second disc here, which is a DVD, which has a bunch of different special features on it. Got, I believe, a featurette about the history of Final Fantasy, and got some developer stuff and some art galleries and some other stuff on it as well. But thought this is pretty cool. Collector's edition for Final Fantasy 12. Really neat. And I mean, for the most part, you know, the steel book is in decent shape. It's got some scratches on it, but I mean, that's to be expected for as old as this is, but still pretty cool to be able to add this to my collection. So now we're going to get into the PlayStation 2 launch games, and was able to find all these locally. Kind of a mixture of going to a Game Exchange, also to Entertain Mart. But first up, we have Dead or Alive 2 Hardcore. I've actually never played this particular Dead or Alive, but played some of the others in the fighting series. And this one's complete, manual and everything. Also found a copy of Kessen. Again, most of these launch titles I've actually never played, so this is really going to be cool to get to sit down and get to play these games. I believe the Kessen is not complete. I need to find the manual for Kessen, but I'm sure I can search online and be able to find that. Next up, I've heard some good stuff about this game. Orphine, Scion of Sorcery. I think I'm saying that correct. But I've heard some good stuff about this game, so definitely looking forward to getting to check this one out. And again, this one complete with the manual and everything. This box, it is one of the little tabs is broken right here, but that's fine. I'm not too worried about all of that. Let's see, Ridge Racer 5. Ridge Racer, always a fun racing game for the PlayStation, which is pretty cool. Got the manual and game disc and everything in it. So that's really neat. And then the final launch title. I don't think this game is very good from what I've read, but hey, like I said, I'm trying to get the launch title, so you just get them all. But this is X Squad. And again, I've never played this. It looks like kind of a third-person shooter. We'll see, but this one not complete either, just the disc is all that I got with it. And finally, going to show off one PlayStation 3 launch title. I've actually got quite a bit of PlayStation 3 games right now, so I'm really trying to work on the PS1 and the PS2 right now as far as building up that game collection. So probably going to put the PlayStation 3 kind of, not necessarily on the back burner, but just concentrating less on the PlayStation 3, let's just put it that way. But found this one at my local Game Exchange, only 99 cents. Resistance, Fall of Man. So I believe this was one of the launch titles on the PlayStation 3. I believe this is like a first-person shooter. I never played this one, but we'll find out. But again, I mean, this was, you know, complete manual, disc, the whole bit, and the case still in pretty good shape. So, I mean, 99 cents, figured, why not? You know, might as well. So there we go, just a few game pickups that I got recently, and hopefully I'll have a couple more of these videos coming up very soon. So guys, thank y'all very much for watching. If you did enjoy this, I'm very new to the YouTube scene, so thank you very much to the few people that have subscribed. I really appreciate it. I've got some unboxing videos that I have put up. Number one, unboxing the Streets of Rage 4 Collector's Edition from Limited Run Games. You can check that out. I've got an unboxing of Final Fantasy VII Remake. It's not the big collector's edition with the statue and everything, but it's the next one down. So unboxing that. Also unboxing the Metal Storm collector's edition from Retrobit. So definitely check out those videos that I have up right now. But again, guys, thank you very much for watching. And if you enjoyed this video, definitely subscribe right down below. Click that bell, get notifications when I put these videos up. And, you know, we'll see how this channel goes. So I really do appreciate you guys watching, and look forward to next time. All right, see you guys.